Good morning, everyone. This is Molly the Kush RN, and you've reached Conversations with Kush podcast. We are out here at Legacy Cup 5, streaming live. We are going to have a variety of guests on today to talk about their brands and really show us what they're doing to make sure that people can access their medicine. I have a great guest today. My good friend Nick is here to tell you all about himself. Welcome, Nick.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Yeah, tell my audience who you are. Tell them about your brands that you have.
Gotcha. First name Nick, last name Montaneri, nickname Monty. So
Monty.
We've got one of the original brands I started out here, Monty's Remetti. It's more of an Italian-American themed brand. So we've got a featured product right around the corner here today, infused cannoli. And then we also brought my other brand, Salute, which is my cloquet physical brick and mortar store.
Nice.
And then the third brand we got out here today is Skull, the main stage sponsor.
Awesome.
So we really specialize in gummies with that one.
Okay,
so
cool.
We got a lot of new stuff coming.
Yeah, we met a couple of years ago at some industry pop-up, and we connected right away because we're both Italian. You're like, I can tell there's my paisan.
Yep, that instant connection, always part of the family.
For sure, yeah.
I think it was at Head Flyer, right?
It was, yeah, it was at Head Flyer. Yeah,
Sure.
We've been buddies ever since. So yeah,
it didn't take much.
It did not. It did not. Nick brought me these beautiful cannolis today. They are infused, and if you're out here and you're seeing the stream, make sure you stop over and check out some of their products. What are some of your other products that you're really proud of?
Something else that a lot of people haven't seen before yet is infused freeze-dried gummies.
Oh,
so
what?
We make the recipes like delicious, real fruit juice, a little bit of coconut milk.
Okay, so healthy too.
Yeah, like each little dose is 5 milligrams, but it's only 7 calories. So it's like on the healthier trend too.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one other exciting line we've been working on too is our juices. So we started making non-carbonated lemonade, mango juice, and grape juice.
Well, and we know mango intensifies your high too,
Terps,
right? So
the terps and the mango. And another great thing about the mango juice is the whole bottle, 12 ounces, is 1 calorie. So very low in sugar. It's very organic mango that we use. So we're trying to be, a healthier trend. You notice that in a lot of other drinks these days, besides the sodas, which people still love soda. But like non-carbonation is, a lot of people are noticing that being super different. So,
I love it. Great job. Great job.
We've been working hard in the lab.
Yeah, I see. What's next for you guys?
Next, I'm looking into just kind of expanding the Skull brand. Some Granite City folks, Bobby and Tani, they push Skull. We love them.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
And we're really working on launching that brand. It's resonating well with the Minnesotans because we've actually put extra cannabinoids in them, like CBG, CBN, to make it more of like an indica feeling. The CBG is for uplifting, so we can kind of go, sativa, indica, hybrid mixes. And these days we're pumping out maybe like 14,000 gummies a batch run and like 250,000 gummies a day in our manufacturing facility. So we like to make a lot of flavors. Just expanding the flavor line. And we did a really fun project this summer, and we're going to do more like seasonal things. So this summer we did like the Lake Sesh editions where we named 9 flavors after Minnesota lakes for the Skull brand.
What a great idea.
Yeah, people have been loving it, and they're in little 4-packs. So, just right by the counter, locked away, grab a 4-pack for $9-10.
Cool.
So you'll see some fall themed flavors and some Christmas themed flavors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll be spicy. I'll just say that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell my audience where they can find you. All the places where they can find you.
Sure. Definitely me, like locally, you can find us in Spring Lake Park at Ghost Dispensary. It's kind of right off Central and 85th Avenue in the North Burb area before Blaine. If you're more of a Northlander, you can find us in Cloquet, which is about 20 miles south
Iron
of
Range.
Duluth. Yep, and we've been working on our wholesale for Salute across the whole Iron Range, actually. So like Grand Rapids, over by Mille Lacs, they got a lot of our 10-pound gummy jars over there.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah, and I'm around. We're in Minneapolis daily. We've got another website that's mylocalgreen.com, and you can find all our real fun, like the juices and the freeze-dried products. So.
Are you doing any type of delivery? I thought that was available through you guys too.
Yeah, we're actually going to be integrating with DoorDash here probably in a couple weeks for the Ghost store. It's a fun project.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of details,
for sure.
But we figured it out. So that's the next big project after we get through today.
Yeah.
And then maybe just bring it internal someday too, like up north, like more of a local internal delivery.
It's really important. I think it's hard for people that are medical patients sometimes to be able to even just find their cannabis or have access to it. So thank you for that.
We gotta make sure we do our job.
Yeah,
Tell
right. I mean, if you make a good product, you want people to be able to access it, right?
Yeah.
I also want to just say thank you too for being really intentional and thoughtful about the medicine that you're making by using some of those other minor cannabinoids. And I just want to get it out to people too, like those are non-euphoric, so there's a lot of different parts of the plant that you can use if you're looking to have something that's like not going to make you feel high. Like those are the places that you want to look.
Oh yeah.
So thank you for being so intentional about that.
I'm a firm believer in CBD too. Strictly,
yeah, me too.
Like I have a lot of CBD products that Monty's carries,
awesome.
Like topical balms.
Oh, perfect.
We can do just straight up CBD gummies. So just like what you're talking about.
Okay.
Not everyone has to get the high feeling,
exactly.
but it still can bring benefits to a lot of folks.
Yeah, one of the things I just really want to drive home is that people are entitled, and I want them to feel empowered to create their own relationship with cannabis, whether that be you wake up every day and you smoke from dusk till dawn, or you take your little gummy at night before you go to bed, or if you're using a topical in the areas that are really sore for you. So, you get to choose how cannabis works for you, and that's the great part about it. So,
100%.
yeah.
Just to comment on that, I get a lot of people that come into the retail stores, and some of them, may have never smoked cannabis,
exactly.
but gummies, they'll eat one gummy before bed every night just to get that good night's sleep, or vice versa. So it's just it, and then even the older generations are starting to notice how it helps with their aches and pains throughout the day, and that it's not, it doesn't have to be so stigmatized, but can be super helpful. So.
Right, and they can use products that won't make them feel high too. I think that's always kind of a scary thing. I'm like, I don't want to feel like that. It's like, okay, we got something for you.
Yeah, and even like low doses too.
For sure.
I think Minnesota, that's really helping a lot of new people step into it, is kind of the low dose rule, so that you're not eating too much and then never returning or want to try it again.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, we want people to have a good experience, and really that's where cannabis nurses are usually going to start people off that have never consumed before, is something low, going really slow, and just kind of titrating up to where you need to be to get the effects that you want from cannabis. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, without further ado, let's jump into these cannolis that Nick brought me. So let's do one together.
I think it's going to be the first time ever that a cannoli
This is my maiden voyage with the cannoli. So with Nick's cannoli. All right. Go ahead.
I'll grab this.
Okay, perfect.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salute. Salute. Primo. I love. Grab a napkin if you need one. Oh, these are incredible, my friend.
You good? You need a little napkin?
Yeah, thank you.
Cannoli's supposed to be a little messy, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So good.
It's a homemade recipe too, so
Are you giving it out to people?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
That's generations and generations from the old country. But you can taste it.
Nobody's gonna know my grandma's spaghetti recipe.
Oh yeah. One of my business partners. So we had the Italian deli in Northeast here, Capone. So Nate Capone. He's got a lot of northeastern part of the country roots too, Pennsylvania. So
a lot of Italian representation out there.
He brought some good old recipes over to us in the Midwest.
Love. Anything else you want to wrap up with, or let my audience know about you?
Just one more new product to maybe be on the lookout is called the Monty's Bloody Mary Mix. So it's another freeze-dried product.
Yeah.
All you got to do is take one of the doses and drop it in, maybe even a virgin Bloody Mary.
Okay.
Don't need to mix it with alcohol. And then you got that hangover cure every Sunday, every football Sunday, baby.
Yeah. Sit down and watch a couple games.
Yeah.
Get your Bloody Mary on.
Lay horizontal. Yeah. I think it's going to be a good day, though. I'm pumped up for the music.
Me too. Yeah. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
I like Doomtree, so Dessa's going to be super, super sweet. Loonies, who doesn't have 5 on it?
I got 5 on it.
Yeah. Right? DJ D Mill, I'm a huge fan of him, actually. Sophia Harris, back when she was
Me too. I saw her walking by. I was like, Sophia, come talk to me.
And then, Lupe is, that, got me through, for sure, a lot of college days. So
definitely.
That's when I was bumping Lupe, and he's still dropping hot stuff. So.
Yeah, I know. He just had a new album. I think it's called Samurai.
Yep. I was peeping some tracks on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming out.
It's always awesome.
And
I'm going to be back on more episodes.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get you into the studio, have a longer episode, really dive into the good things that you're doing for the community. Yeah. Thank you so much.
More taste tests.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yes, more taste tests. Thank you. This was delicious.
Yes.
All right. Have a great day. Enjoy the festival.
I'm out. Have fun, everyone.
All right.
We're live.
We're live. And hello, everyone.
Hi, Molly.
We are sitting down with Drew from Boveda. He's here to tell us all about his incredible products. So go ahead, take it away.
I didn't bring any show and tell, but I can tell you about it. We can see the booth. We're right across the way
we are.
From Molly's podcast.
Yes.
The
Conversations with Kush podcast. Yes, I'm Molly the Kush RN.
Molly the Kush RN is in a perfect spot at the Legacy Cup, interviewing people and talking about this exciting, the spirit of the crowd. People are genuinely excited.
It's electric.
About what's going on.
Yeah.
Isn't it fun?
It's electric. It's fun. Yeah, I've been really enjoying myself. I was like, I just woke up this morning and I was like, whatever happens, it's meant to happen. You know? So
and here we are.
Here we are. Yeah.
So you want to know about Boveda?
I do want to know about Boveda.
So I want to talk about cannabis.
Let's talk about cannabis.
So about 2 months ago, I wrote down everything that I thought about cannabis in a little file on my computer.
Your cannabis manifesto, if you will.
Well, it's not really political. It's just really a reflection on what she's all about as far as what her qualities are. And I will send it to you.
I would love that.
Because I believe with all the monkeying around that we're doing in the marketplace, eventually the ethic of the plant will come forward and she will get her way. Nature will get her way. As we observe the clouds rolling in, threatening with the rain showers and all that, nature ends up getting her way.
Always.
Right?
She always wins.
So, and you ask, what is that? Well, you know what it is because you're a lover of the plant.
Yes, I am.
So, it's inclusive, it's expansive, it's gentle, kind, loving, nurturing. It's inviting. Our biggest problem in the cannabis industry is we don't have enough people enjoying cannabis.
Agreed.
We got all sorts of people that, with great attitudes and a lot of spirit, dove into the business, and they decided that they wanted to be a purveyor of great cannabis products. And they really stepped into a really ugly situation because of the oppressive, it's the weight of government. I mean, if we had government that was truly interested in having a successful, sustainable cannabis industry, we would have started at a place where we said, how do we help people be successful?
Right, the small guys.
Yeah, we can extract our tax later.
Yeah.
We don't have to put the burden on them up front. But all these every state and jurisdiction that we've been in, Boveda is a humidity control product that is sold in a variety of verticals. Our first vertical was cigars, as I have here for the show and tell. Cigars and then guitars about 5 years later. This company's been around about 28 years, 1997. Cigars, guitars, and then cannabis found us.
Okay.
So we noticed that certain cigar stores in Colorado and California and Oregon and Washington were going through an inordinate number of cigar packs, like more cigar packs than they could possibly sell to cigar people.
Yeah.
And then we saw reports on TV of, busts in New York City, where they're standing on top of a 5-pound pack of weed, and there's a Boveda pack in the pack, and we're like, oh my, the people that ran the company were like, oh my goodness, how did we get in there? And it was the cigar humidity levels, which are slightly higher than cannabis.
Okay.
That was in the packs. So then they sent out in earnest about 20-ish years ago to discover how to serve the cannabis industry. So they found an illicit grower, a really good guy out in California. They loaded his garage with Boveda packs, and they said, go forth and make friends for Boveda.
Yeah.
So this guy sold all the guys up on the hill the Boveda packs for shipping.
Okay.
Sorry,
No, you're good.
I'm so emotional, I'm starting to get...
Man, just be genuine. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Yeah. You stop worrying about having to blow your nose, and you just blow your nose. Get it over with.
Yeah, get it over with.
So anyway,
We're all human.
Long story longer, we got with a guy that really understood cannabis, and he helped us figure out what humidity was ideal for cannabis flower.
Cool.
And everybody's got their own home brew as to how they take care of their curing and drying process.
Yeah.
And Boveda came up with a 62%. Every packet that Boveda makes has a number printed on it. This one for cigars happens to be 69.
Yep.
We do a 62 for cannabis, and we also do a 58. And we also have a high absorption product that people are testing right now to speed the process of curing by removing moisture from cannabis flower. So we'll have some data on that soon to share with the world. But each one of these packs has a natural salt in it, and water, and a binding agent, and that's all. And the packet itself is natural craft paper, food-safe inks, and then there's a membrane fused to the paper on the inside that allows water to come out and allows water to come in. So the cool thing about the dynamic of salt is it's both homophobic and or hydrophobic.
Hydrophobic.
Well, salt might be homophobic, but that's for another podcast.
Yeah, and we hope not.
It's hydrophilic and hydrophobic.
Got you.
Okay.
Yes.
So a little Freud there. But the thing about it is, salt will, if this is in a deficit environment, if it's below 69%, it will project water into it'll exude water. If it's in a surplus environment where it's above 69%, or in the cannabis case 62, it'll absorb water. So it's genuine two-way humidity control.
Science, bitches.
That's all we do. That's all we do.
Yeah,
we make little packs of water, because if you looked at all the quality attributes of cannabis, there are very few things that you can control post-harvest. And one of the few things that you can control is temperature and humidity.
Yep.
Otherwise, you've got a highly perishable product with all sorts of volatile organic compounds, the terpenes and the cannabinoids, that are just bursting forth out of that weed.
Exactly.
And the longer we can keep those goodies in the bud, the better for you and for your consumers to enjoy a quality experience.
I appreciate that because, you're really preserving the medicine that people need, right? Especially in the terps. Like, that's where you kind of dial into, like, exactly what you need out of your cannabis. So thank you so much for that work.
Okay, so now I got a soapbox. Now I got to harp on something. You up for that?
I'm ready for it.
Okay. So I met a guy, Tim Delaney. He's a trimmer out in the Sierra Nevadas. About 8 years ago, his wife was suffering from cancer. He became a trimmer. He was an operator in the Middle East, military guy, contract military guy.
Okay.
Came back to a wife that was ill, and he decided that he wanted her to have access to the best quality weed that she could have. So she's in the medical program in California.
Okay.
God rest her soul. She's passed since, but he got involved, and he sat with me one day and he said, the cannabis industry sold its soul.
How so?
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I said, how so, Tim?
Yeah.
And he said, the cannabis industry sold its soul because all these medical patients in California, when California went recreational, medical patients couldn't get product. They couldn't get their medicine. So this happened in California, this happened in Nevada, this happened across Canada. Well-developed medical programs, which is a fundamental compassionate care, is the underpinning of the cannabis industry.
Right.
And when the commercial side of the cannabis industry reared its head and leaned into the marketplace, all those patients couldn't get medicine.
What was the barrier? I'm not understanding.
Supply and demand.
Okay, got you.
So all the product got sucked up by the commercial people, and so he had patients that couldn't get. So he says, we basically sold our soul. And I said, well, that sounds terrible. Just the same reaction you had.
Yeah.
He said, but I have good news. He said, the good news about life is there's such a thing as redemption. You can buy your soul back. I said, tell me more. He said, we could buy our soul back if everybody that's involved in the cannabis industry takes a fraction of a penny of their juice and donates it to a fund that allows terminally ill patients to get free medicine.
Okay. Simple.
It's a mic drop.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. So you can. I didn't want to drop it. It's heavy. Very expensive gear here. But that's my soapbox. Okay. I just think there's so much that we can do to help each other, and the plant wants us to help each other.
It really does. It really does. Yeah, that's what it's about, right? About collaboration and about being kind and showing compassion. And I think for me, cannabis really helps me tap into those places. Like if I'm in a bad place or an ugly place, it's like, okay, well, maybe I need to access a little medicine and get back to what it's really all about. So,
it's all medicine.
Yeah, it is all medicine.
It is. Yeah. And when I was an avid cannabis smoker, from age 12 to 22,
okay,
I loved everything about cannabis. It gave me an opportunity to get released from some of my more oppressive mental issues that I was suffering from at the time.
Anxiety is one I really
I had a great time with it. I loved it so much that I bought as much as I could and shared it with my friends.
Nice.
I stopped smoking weed and doing other illicit drugs and alcohol in 1984.
Okay.
And I haven't looked back since. However, I became totally inspired when, by some weird coincidence, I ended up at a cigar shop, and a guy put a Boveda pack in my package when I was leaving. And I said, "What's this?" And he said, the magic words. He said, "You'll never recharge your humidor again." And I had this choir of angels moment where I went, oh my God, I'll never recharge my humidor again.
I love those moments.
And he said, well, if you want to meet these guys, you should go downstairs. They're headquartered in the basement of the cigar store. So I met Sean and Tim, the head of the company, and I said to them what I say to everybody, what I'll say to you when we sign off. I always leave people with the question, if I can ever be helpful to you, please call me. And so a week later, they called me and they said, we've got a lot of opportunity in the cannabis industry. And I said, well, I got to tell you something about me. I'm a former lover. I still love the plant, but I just don't consume it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You still have a relationship with it.
Well, and I take tons of CBD.
Yeah, well,
and I'm really interested in isolating.
Cannabis. Yeah.
But I'm still I'm a non-euphoric guy because I'm such a freak for, cocaine and alcohol and glue and all the things that make you go wow.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
You know a guy like that?
I know a couple probably.
Okay. Yeah.
I might know some girls too.
The opportunity for us to heal. This is the great paradox of our time. I was listening to Bobby Kennedy talk about his withdrawal from the presidential election, and he was talking about how our food industries and our pharmaceutical industries aren't serving us properly. And we have an absolute, if you wanted to identify the one thing that we need more in society today than we've ever needed in the past, it's healing.
Yes, it is.
It's healing from all sorts of things, physical, chemical, our food, all of our foods industry has to be healed. We got to wake up spiritually. We got to find a way to participate with each other and to have a high regard for each other and to not be dismissive and selfish, which is like the most natural thing for us to do. There's a whole lot of healing coming down.
Right.
Looks like there's a little rain coming down too.
A little rain coming down. Yeah. I'm glad I wore a hat.
You guys look remarkably similar.
We do?
Are you related?
No.
Are you related? Are you related? And I'm not related to any of you.
This is my,
just wanted to clarify
These
that.
are the women on my team. This is Britt and Amanda.
Hello,
this is
Britt.
Drew.
Pleased to meet you. Amanda. Pleased to meet you.
So this is, I couldn't do any of this without a good team of people around me. So
this is cool.
So forever grateful for good people that come.
Let's do some fun stuff. Let's find a way to promote your podcast, and let's get people to connect. If our mission in life is to get people to connect with each other, it's a pretty noble cause.
Yeah, I'm 100% down with that mission. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Tell me or tell my audience where people can find you and find your products. I feel like they're pretty much everywhere.
Okay, Boveda is Boveda. I like to check the spelling so I don't give you bad information. You find us at Boveda Inc. on the Instagrams. You'll also find us at Boveda Fresh. You'll find me at Emmerdrew, EMMERDREW, or you can find me at Boveda_Drew. You can find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page under Boveda. Okay. We have YouTube videos galore. We've done a whole bunch of historical podcasts. I had the privilege of interviewing Tommy Chong. I sat with Tommy Chong for 90 minutes during COVID, and we did this screen thing. Yeah. And it was 57 minutes into the conversation before he even mentioned weed.
Nice.
It was so great.
Yeah.
To get to know this cat.
Cool. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Yeah, it's really good to see you. Yeah. Okay, everyone. This is Molly the Kush RN. I'm sitting down today at Legacy Cup 5, and I'm going to talk to Miss Courtney from Bud Seed and Supply. They have a shop in South Minneapolis right off Lake Street, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bobby is your partner.
Yep.
Okay, and you said, again, 40th and Lake?
40th and Lake, yeah, like kitty corner from High Low Diner.
Okay, nice.
Shout out High Low Diner.
High Low, right? Those, what do they call those things? Cronuts or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, tell me what you carry in your store and what you're offering to your clientele.
Yeah, so we started off mainly selling like seeds and grow supply online, and then we got a storefront in January, and I've always been obsessed with houseplants, so we also sell a lot of exotic houseplants. And then we've also expanded to drinks and edibles, because how can you not? All the local brands are doing amazing, creating some really good products.
How are you finding that location? Is the community accepting you? Are you getting a lot of people running through?
Yeah, so we're in Longfellow neighborhood, and Longfellow, I mean, the community aspect in there is amazing. Like, I feel like a lot of our customer base is actually in our neighborhood, either like Longfellow or Powderhorn Park. And just our shop has kind of not only been like, you know, a place for everyone to learn how to grow and get their supplies, but also just like a spot to like hang out and just talk cannabis and not have to be behind like a screen on Reddit, kind of being sheltered about talking about your grows. But yeah,
perfect.
It's super cool.
I love that you're just fostering that community now too. Then, thank you for that work. It's important. Yeah, it's important for cannabis users to be able to come out and consume and talk about cannabis openly in a way that feels safe. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Tell me a couple of highlights in your store that people could pick up.
Yeah, so some highlights. I mean, my favorite. I mean, if we're talking drinks and edibles, I feel like Oliphant. I mean, there are one exception of like non-Minnesota brand, but we still consider them. They're in Somerset, Wisconsin, but they have came out with some amazing drinks.
Okay. Do you have a favorite?
Probably the blueberry lemonade. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Nice. Also, You Betcha. Their new jasmine lemon tea, green tea is amazing. The like little bit of CBG in there, I feel like really just helps with that like daytime focus. But I'm obsessed with those.
Yeah, nice. Okay, I'm gonna check those out. What are the store hours? And again, where can people find you?
Yeah, so our store hours, we're open Tuesday to Friday, 12 to 7, and then Saturday, Sunday, 12 to 5, and close on Mondays.
Okay.
And it's just Bobby and myself there. If I'm not at the shop, I'm most likely working. I'm also a nurse.
Yes.
I work at Regent's Hospital, and so that's kind of our dynamic there.
Thank you for being brave and telling everyone what you do. I think it's important for us to support each other through that journey of like coming out of the canna closet and letting people know what you're really all about. So,
it's a cool space.
It is.
You know, even being a nurse, I feel like a lot of nurses are accepting and open-minded and know the benefits of things. Just because that's kind of what we see every day, and we see what works best with people. Yeah,
for sure.
It's such a cool space that I'm excited to, whatever path we all go to. But
I'm excited for you. I know you guys applied for a license, so fingers crossed.
It's a
I'm shooting for you guys. Well, thank you, Courtney, for being with us. Please look up Courtney and Bobby at Bud's Seed and Supplies in the Longfellow neighborhood. And this is Molly, the Kush RN, from Conversations with Kush, broadcasting live at Legacy Cup 5. Thank you. Was that horrible?
Oh my gosh, that's my first time doing that. Oh my goodness.
You were incredible.
You got me out of my comfort zone, girl. Oh my goodness.
MBC. No relation to NBC.